All right. So, figured we'll check out. I think yeah, today's the first day the map is up, and why not take a look at it and see what we can see. Um, I won't submit anything right now, but I'll take some look at it. Take a look at it, and um, really think about it, and really think about what the map might turn into, and go from there. Really. Um, let's see. So yeah, let's take a look at it. Let's see what we got for the next round. Now my premonition was Stalingrad, maybe Operation Saturn or something. But let's see what we actually got going on here. Loading. Loading. All right, what do we got? Well, first off, this looks desert. Let's see. Welcome to round 6. This time, return to a theater. Africa, yep. The Kasserine Pass. Might have not been the most decisive. First major engagement between the inexperienced U.S. forces and the veterans of Rommel's Africa Corps. Despite the initial failures, the Allies were able to hold ground. Can you achieve more than Rommel or his allied adversaries did historically? Okay. So we're in Africa, Kasserine Pass. Germany's actually attacking into America. Um, I think historically this battle, the 88s just decimated in these narrow passageways at long range. But let's see. As you plan the upcoming battle, terrain is all important. Rough mountain, attacking plan. Okay, lots of bad terrain. Yeah. Weather in Africa is generally good. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, occasional clouds. Sure. German units, just with 3 stars. Allied come with 2. Okay. Both sides have access to rail transports. Okay. And also quickly transfer one location to another. Okay. We only get 10 points for every victory hex. Huh. I feel like that's definitely different. I feel like the previous rounds were like 20 points or 25 points. We only get 10 points. I wonder why that is. Maybe there's more victory hexes. I hope not. You get 10 points. And you get double X the slot cost. I think that's the same. Okay. Okay. Cool. What we got? Oh, we got. Huh. Huh. Well, I don't know. How many victory points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like that's the normal amount. Oh no, there's some down here. Shit, so there's more. 8, 9, 10. That's why. Because there's more victory points than normal, I think. Well, my gosh. So everything we buy comes at 3. Do we have any auxiliary units? No. 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 Okay. This is what we get pre-deployed. And we're probably not going to keep all of this. But it's nice to look at. Tiger infantry. Mountain infantry. Even a strat bomber. Stukas. Some Panzers. Tiger here. Pioneers. Panzer 3Ms. Panzer 4s. Okay. I mean, it's a good force, right? It's a good initial force. I think we'll change it up quite significantly. There's no need. I think we can just, theoretically, we could just disband all. Because everything we buy is going to be coming in at 3 stars, it says. Huh. Well, just taking a look at the map, from what we can see, we got some infantry. We really need to see what he can deploy and where on the defense, right? But all of his stuff is coming from here. Any reinforcements? Okay. All of our reinforcements are coming what? We can choose. Up in the north. Down in the south. We do got these rail lines to, as they said, facilitate, I guess, easy transport. Okay. That's interesting. Hmm. Rail lines up in the north too. But you're gonna ship them. There's no way that I think these first points you can hold at all, right? Huh. So, looking at the map, from a defender's point, I don't even know where all the stuff is yet, where you can deploy it, but I would say where do you want to defend at? Probably the middle of the map. I mean, it's called Kasserine Pass for a reason, right? That's probably where the major fight's gonna happen. I'm not sure if it's worth trying to hold. It might be. Like you look at this. Look at this path right here. I don't know though. I don't know what it looks like, but it might be worth trying to hold here, right? Get some troops up in these mountains, and then you're gonna have troops up in these hills and these mountains. Throw lots of different infantry in there, lots of different artillery, AA. You won't have to worry too much about AT because it's all close range. Huh. And then yeah, it'll be pretty hard to try to push through here too, although that might be more doable, but I kind of like that. Kind of like trying to hold the middle of the map along this line here. Like maybe like I don't think it's worth to even try to hold it here, right? Just start holding it like here-ish. And then yeah, just hold it all in the mountain, all in the hills. And then how do we hold here? Do we just hold at the river line and just say, yeah, we'll just hold at the river line. And we'll trade. But I'm thinking also though, just continue along that line, right? Maybe try to hold from the top of the map here, somewhere around here, near Sabah. Sabih? Biba? Spaba. I don't know. Man, these names. Um, maybe try to hold here, and then you can kind of use the river too, and that's how it would. I think I like that. I don't think there's. And then like a secondary fallback would probably be just the river, and up here maybe. Huh. What do we got? We got 2,000 initial prestige, and we already have all of these units. Okay, cool. And we get 300 per turn. That seems like a lot of prestige. That feels like an abundance of prestige. Is this gonna be a meat grinder? Huh. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll still have to look as we set it all up. But I mean, you could even try to. I don't think you can. I don't think you want to try to hold the here like through these hills and this river, and then connect the hold here. I don't think you want to do that. You want to keep it in the middle, right? The middle between these 2 points is about here-ish. The middle between those 2 points is like here. Huh. So to try to crush through all of this, I don't think we're gonna need that many tanks, right? Because there's only this. There's definitely clear terrain, but 1, 2 hexes, 3 hexes deep. Same on this side. Couple of hexes here, but not that. 2 hexes wide. Yeah, 1 to 2 hexes wide. So there's not that much clear terrain. It's mostly all mountain and hill and river. So with that in mind, I think yeah, definitely gonna be a lot of infantry fighting, but you're we're gonna need some of those tigers, because those are the that's tigers plus artillery is what really is gonna push through those clear hexes. Yeah. Hmm. So maybe like one tiger, but lots of infantry. Gonna need lots of mountain infantry here to push through all this. At least like 3 mountain infantry. 3 mountain infantry, 1 tiger tank, a pioneer to break through these cities and stuff, whatever, if he tries to defend. That seems pretty good, right? What can we buy in this scenario anyway? Nothing, because it's all grayed out. But we will. Yeah, we can buy tigers. What year is it? It's 1943 February. Cool. Alright. So yeah, that means we get tigers. We get tigers. And we get the Panzer 3M for a cheap tank, which is actually pretty good for a cheap tank. And we get Panzer 4Gs and even Panzer 3Ms. So lots of good stuff. Our recon we can get the 8 rad. I love the 23418 rad. What else can, and of course we gotta get some of our favorite bikes. For AT Doug 3, that's gonna be our one of choice. Although for one less slot, I can get one less hard attack and one less ground defense and one less initiative. Huh. AA. Artillery. Got the good old Stug 42 here. We know how good you are. And you're pretty good in AT mode. Same kind of planes. Oh, we got that. That's a fun fighter bomber. Is it worth a whole extra? Huh. Is it is it worth a whole extra slot though? I really hope I was being recorded. I don't remember. Let's see. But we got this. We got the HE one. I love this plane. I love this thing. It costs 2 slots. It costs 3. It's just not worth it. You know, like those extra slots. They're just not worth it. He might be worth it, but not in the ground attack role. Huh. Okay. And then, yeah, are we gonna need a bridge pioneer? Yeah, we're gonna need a bridge pioneer. Alright. So, we're definitely gonna want the where are they? Or was it just one of them? Oh. Definitely gonna want more. Definitely gonna want more of these Alpine troops up here. Oh, they're not even 43s. They're basic. Interesting. I wonder if I should keep them though. Because they're one less slot. And there's no way I can buy them. But I guess I just don't like them being shittier. Yeah, I don't like them. I want the 43 version. I mean, we definitely are gonna need. I feel like we're gonna need 3 of them up here. But we're definitely gonna need a pioneer. Oops. I don't think it needs to be in a half track. But it seems like we have a lot of extra money, but at the same time, I don't want to risk it, right? What? Oh, and it costs. Those things cost a fucking slot. There's no way in hell I'd ever take them because they cost a slot. It's not worth it. The half tracks? Half tracks cost no. Half tracks are bad because they cost a slot. But yeah, so we definitely need that, and we definitely need that, and we definitely need recon up here. We're not gonna use that recon. Not at all. Get that recon out of here. We're gonna get some of these guys. So they can have fun on the roads and the cities and stuff. I wonder if I should get two. Should probably get two. Or do I get one as a recon? Like the other kind of recon, the 8 rad recon? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have an 8 rad recon. Hmm. And we definitely said we needed a tank up here for tank reasons. We definitely need strong AT up here. In case, you know. And then we definitely need big artillery. And we definitely, God, why would you ever take these? The 7.2s? No. We're gonna take these guys. Gotta have one of those. And I would say bring along one of these for sure. Just some basic good old strong artillery. Probably rocket artillery too. But do we bring it as... Do we bring it as that, or do we bring it as that? You kind of want to bring it as that, but you also don't. Because it's 2 more points. Well, let's think about it. I mean, we're not gonna bring those. We want to bring that. I mean, that looks nice, right? You've got tank, you've got AT, you've got recons, you've got infantry, you've got lots of fun artillery. Probably another recon? I don't know. But that looks pretty decent, right? But we kind of need to repeat this in the south. And in the middle, maybe not repeat it as much. So, what do we got? What do we got? I don't think we need all these tanks, though. Like, I think this might be too many tanks. So an engineer really can't hit this tile on the first turn. Okay. It's gonna have to be... Huh. So we're definitely gonna need 2 infantry. 2 of the... Actually, probably 3. Like, God, there's just so much. There's so many mountains and hills. Because we're definitely going to want one of the infantries to run along here. And we're definitely going to want... We're definitely going to want one of the infantries to run up in the north here too. So we're going to split these guys are going to get split. And we're going to want a pioneer to run down the road. But he just has to run down the road. I don't even know where we're going to put him because but yeah, we're gonna need them down here to bust through. Maybe not this city, but maybe this city, or or these cities. I guess that's what he's really here for. I don't know. Engineers good for cities, you know, good for close terrain. I mean, they're good for mountains too, but mountains really are the mountain troops are really better in mountains. Um. So regardless, we do know we want a tiger around here. We do know we're gonna want another AT around here. We do know we're gonna need a big gun here. Where does the big gun go? 1, 2, 3. I guess it really depends on if I really think I'm gonna be able to bust. I wonder what he can put here. I guess that really matters. Am I gonna be able to bust that on the first turn, or does he get to keep that on the first turn? I don't want him to keep it on the first turn. So, no. We need to kill that on the first turn. So if I put that here, then it can move here and hit. But if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, If it's right there, it hits too, though. Because, and then it also has the hill bonus. So I guess we put the big artillery gun here. This might be where I need the rocket artillery, the mobile rocket artillery, as opposed to the other one. Maybe, I don't know. Huh. But we're definitely gonna need one biker at least. Maybe I put the biker here. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, where do I put? Like, thinking about the sequence is a nightmare too. Um, cause I'm thinking we're gonna need three. We're gonna need more recons. I feel like for sure. Um, ugh. So we do need some AA. What else do we need? I feel like we might need this here. What's the movement on it? 6 half track. I guess it could go here and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and shoot. We still want like a normal artillery too. Shit, where can that go though? It would have to be here. But then, you know, maybe this isn't an Alpine guy. Maybe he's just a normal infantry. Or maybe I should make dish. Just so he can do a little bit more damage. Hmm. Okay. But so we've got artillery that, we've got that. We need that cool recon to go somewhere. I guess he goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. Man, this is a pretty tight pass. And then, let's see, up in the north, what could we do in the middle, I should say. Does the middle need a? Oh yeah, I forgot to drop the tank here too. Huh. So the center here, I mean, it really needs, we don't need all these tanks. New, sure. I don't think we need all these planes either. Huh. So we definitely are gonna need an engineer. To come down, I mean to bust, I don't know, we don't know what he's gonna have here. And he's gotta bust that, and there's gonna be an engineer coming down this road, okay, cool. And then there's gonna be another engineer here, and maybe there's too much. Maybe this engineer, maybe this engineer goes across, and then, but maybe not, maybe you need 2 engineers to bust up this city. Maybe this engineer crosses here on a bridge pioneer and helps fight here. I don't know. I hope that's what happens. And we're definitely gonna need another mountain troop here, because this guy is definitely gonna be going here. This guy might be going here too. And then I still might need another one to go through here. But I mean, you're gonna want this artillery to help out, right? And we're gonna want this too. Is the hills better for horse does 1.5, wheel does 4. 1.5, so you can go like 3 tiles. And this can go 2. I kind of have a feeling that I'm gonna need that 105 artillery to run through the hills. So I'm thinking that you should be horse-drawn for better hill movement. At least I hope so. Let's see. What else? Oh yeah, where's the... So we'll upgrade this into that. Oh yeah, and so this probably needs to be horse-drawn too. I'm thinking. And now, do I need another big gun here in the middle? Or will those two be sufficient? And then I don't think I need a tank here. Like, I don't think I need a tank to push in the middle, because I think this tiger is gonna handle this. And what, I need a tiger just for these hexes? No. Uh-uh. Maybe I bring something. But I'm definitely gonna need recon here. Definitely gonna need AA. Do I get the other kind of recon here too? Or do I just get another bike? Get And yeah, we definitely are gonna need a Bucca Pioneer. His primary job, I'm assuming, is crossing. But where? Here-ish. Maybe crossing here, but or here, but I guess technically the best, coolest play would be, I guess, after you push here and he's trying to hold here, you cross here, but or here. But he probably has something back there. And you have to probably take out Thalia too, but I mean, yeah, you're still gonna need the Bucca Pioneer. Still gonna need it. It's still a good little guy. Now, I mean, I just don't like Air Force. I don't like it. We do want to probably bring definitely gonna want to bring scout planes. How many? At least 3. Mm, probably realistically 4. Because you're gonna want 1 to probably scout deep, and you're gonna want 3 to support all the attacks. Uh, I'd almost argue you might want 5. You're gonna want some fighters to cover them, but you don't want to have to spend. You don't want to have to spend money for. I wonder, you don't want to spend too much money or too many slots. So I got very limited protection for them. I like the strategic bomber for 2, because that sounds nice. I like the idea of hmm, hmm. He might bring bombers. This is America, right? Americas are known for their good strategic bombers. And really, I feel like that's the only use of the 88 is killing it, well, not the only use, but a good use. But do I want to bring an 88 for 3 slots? Ugh, so many slots. I could just bring 3 of the of those little guns. Hmm. Well, I mean, we'll probably come. We're not gonna submit this right now, so we'll come back to it. I guess we don't have to put that much hard thought into it right now, but we do have more points, right? So like, what should we do? I feel like another infantry is in order. Because I mean, like, you got 1 infantry gonna run through here, you got 1 infantry gonna run through here, you got 1 engineer gonna run through here, you got 1 engineer that's gonna run through here, you got another mountain guy that's gonna run through here. I feel like I need one. I feel like I need one in the bottom here, but at the same time I'm like, do I? Maybe this guy should just be a even though he's not gonna be. He's gonna go here. You know, he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be as useful here, but he'll be more useful here when he has to go through these mountains, and he'll be more useful here. So I think he'll just be that. I like the idea of just like another recon, bike recon in both spots. Like that feels like that has to happen. Because bike recons are just amazing. Well, normal recons are pretty amazing too. And maybe another bike recon down here too. Well, let's not overthink it too much, because we'll overthink that. We'll overthink it later in a bit. But I'd say why not, right? Two bikers. The recon. I love recons. The recon ability is amazing. So more recons. You're never going to be too sad about it. I like the idea of redundant AA too. Because if somehow in the future if he can put one piece of artillery or one strategic bomber on your AA, then it's suppressed pretty well. You should have some redundancy. I guess I should get another one up here too, but I don't really have another slot that I want to put it in. Oh no, I could probably put that. Oh my god, that's a flak 38. What am I doing? We need the other one. Yeah, the good one. So yeah, we could put it up here. And then this could drive on the road up there, I guess. I mean, I guess it could go here too. You know, like after you bust here, it could go here and here and here. I don't know. I don't know. Are we gonna need more AT, you think? Nah. But the same principle, right? What if they suppress an AT? Wouldn't it be nice to have another AT to back it up? Yeah, fuck yeah, it would be nice. But it'd be nice to have a lot of things. What we got? 9 points left. I wonder if there will be any gaps for bomb. I mean, I guess you could just sell any bombers that don't that aren't being like. I'm assuming that if I don't know. I wonder if he chooses to defend the initial points. Because if he chooses to defend the initial points, I feel like there should be some way to utilize planes effectively. And if you can't use them effectively first turn, you just sell them, and they're just gonna be They're just gonna be your reinforcement. Well, let's go with something like that then, because I'm thinking like what else are we gonna fill it out with? I like the idea of a big artillery here. That would be cool, right? Another big artillery. You gotta love more big artillery. But I also like the idea of more infantry, because you're definitely gonna take infantry losses. You're definitely gonna need more infantry. It's just. But where to put it? Yeah, I guess you put it here, and it's gonna be like this one's gonna eventually go along here, while this one will more go here. This one will go more here, and that one will go more here. I guess that's how you could do it. And then you got 5 points. No, yeah. You could buy some planes just to see if there's something to strike at. What are you gonna be able to strike at, right? What are you hoping to do? Like a strategic bomber. A strategic bomber would be nice just to force the surrender. I guess you could bomb it and then huh, could go with more fighters. I don't know, man. Bombers, fighters. I guess one more fighter would be nice. Because you're gonna have what, one fighter covering the bottom, one fighter covering the north. Technically, you need one fighter covering the middle. Seems nice. And then we got 2 more points. Could be another recon. Could be could be that bomber. Yeah, why not? It'll be a bomber. Or it could be a tactical bomber too. I could make it the 110. I don't know. Could switch out the fighter for BF 110 and then still even have another point. But this looks pretty good, right? But like, how much prestige? See how much prestige we got? Now we don't have as much as we had. Beginning we had 2,000, but we're still getting 300 a turn. I don't think we're gonna take too horrible losses, but we have to be somewhat safe. I like this. I like this as initial setup initially, but I'm sure I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna change it up a bit, and it might need to be changed up a bit depending on where they can deploy and what they can deploy. Because if they can deploy too many things forward, maybe switch it up a bit. But this seems good, and like, how much planeage do you think you're gonna run into? Like, do you need the fighters? I think you want the scout planes no matter what. Like 4 scout planes seems like correct. But do you need more fighters? Do you need less fighters? Should you go more air, less air? I like this. This definitely feels like it's gonna be an infantry heavy map. Because there's just so much close terrain. Most of the tiles on this map are close terrain. They're either mountain tiles, they're hill tiles, they're city tiles, or countryside is just a normal tile. But town tiles, I guess. I guess there's no city tiles. There's village and city. Village and town. So yeah, there's a lot of those. There's a lot of close terrain, so you're going to need a lot of infantry, and the infantry is going to be mountain, of course, for choice, because we've got hills and mountains. And you're going to need lots of artillery to push through close terrain, or just really any position. You need lots of artillery. So we've got 3 different pieces in the top and the bottom, and 2 different pieces in the middle. That seems pretty good. Um, and then we do have a tank for pushing hard some tough spots. And I think we do take the Tiger. Like, do you downgrade the Tiger into something else? Nah. You gotta bring that Tiger. But I think this looks pretty good for initial setup. But I'll take a look at it later. But what I really, because I need to see what the other side is though, see where they can defend, and they could be like, well, we're gonna attack here, we're gonna defend here. But I think on the defense, I think the best thing on the defense is gonna be it's somewhere. Funny enough, right? Somewhere I think the best defense is gonna focus on defending Kasserine Pass. Close. Because that seems like it's in the middle of the map. It's a little bit closer to the Allied side than the Axis sides for reinforcement purposes. If you do start trading, you want to be close to your reinforcement lines, which that's pretty damn close. I don't think you'll be able to use the rail lines much. However, that's what I'm saying. Like from Kasserine Pass, I think trying to hold here just makes sense. So in the north, holding near Biba, holding near Biba, or falling back and holding near Thala. I think that's where you hold because every turn, theoretically, even if you're losing troops, you can you could train them, right? You build them, put them in the train, and then they sit here, and then the second turn they get here, but then they get to deploy and move 3 hexes. So that seems pretty good. Like I feel like you should be able to hold here pretty good as the allies, but just shipping and dropping troops into Thala by train. And so you should be able to sit here and fight, maybe even back and forth for Biba. I think that's what the fight's gonna look like here. I don't think you should try to even worry about this place, but you're gonna deploy stuff here, fight here, and then you're also just gonna until this becomes under threat, like until they take that hex, or maybe put something here. You're gonna do the same thing near Kasserine Pass in the river. You're gonna ship troops and drop them here in 2 turns, and then they can move out. A couple of tiles. So maybe you could try to fight for Sibia too, but you would be constantly pushing across this river and getting pushed across, and you're back on the river. It doesn't seem smart, but even if you lose that, it's still gonna be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's still gonna be about 2 to 3. It's still gonna be about 2 turns to help. Realistically, 3. Yeah, I mean, if you feel like, yeah, I feel like if you lose this tile, you're not gonna be able to drop in this tile. Maybe, maybe you could. Huh. I'm not sure, but I think for the defense, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna try to hold here, right? Hold near Sebia Thala, hold in this mountain train, and then when it comes to this river, you're gonna try to hold here. You're gonna try to hold at that river, hold the Kasserine Pass. You're gonna try to hold these mountains maybe, but you might want to go a little bit. So here, lots of infantry, artillery, blah blah blah, right? But here near Kasserine Pass, some infantry, yes. So you can hold here maybe, and maybe like the mountain, maybe just try to fight for the mountain tiles back and forth. But tanks too, because if you run some tanks here, his infantry pushing through here aren't going to be that effective. So he's going to have to wait for these tanks to push up. So I feel like the battle is going to happen here. It's going to happen here. And the battle's going to happen here. And then, yeah, we want to hold here too then, right? But you could just fall back to Ferdinand, right? And just try to hold. You could just try to hold here, right? This is what your like fallback is. Is just and you're gonna drop troops off here and here, and you can ship them into the mountains. And you could do an infantry mountain fight, and then when it yeah, ship and drop troops here and here, and they're gonna fight in these hills, and then you're gonna have. I wonder how many infantry you can actually get into these hills, because really, that kind of matters too. Because once that collapses, you can push everything along through here like that, and you can still drop troops here and push one, two, you know. That's what I think the battle is. The battle is gonna happen like right here. He's gonna be trying to push through this little pass right here, and you're gonna be dropping troops here trying to fight. This is, yeah, that looks good. And you might have some amount of tanks here then and artillery. Hmm. Well, I think that's what the battle is gonna look like, or that's maybe how I'm gonna set up the defense. Because I don't like trying to hold anywhere else, probably. I don't think trying to hold this city is worth it. I think this is like a trap. I think if you try to hold this city, it's gonna turn bad. And then I think this city might go back and forth. And then down here, you're not gonna be able to hold this city, and I don't think you're gonna be able to hold this city either on the Allies. I think that's gonna be another pipe dream. Is if maybe the Allies are thinking, I don't know what their deployment is, but maybe they're thinking they're gonna push everything up here and just try to hold, as close here, and use this as a troop transport drop spot, and try to hold as close here and in the hills and stuff, and you could still do the north the same way, right? Just defend here, but down in the south they might try to do something like that. But I don't like that. I don't think that's the greatest idea because you're close to the access supply point, right? And he can still probably put enough pressure to push you off here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that's something the Allies can do. But I think what the Allies are going to do is hold near Kasserine Pass and Farina. I think that's probably that you might trade forth that. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they'll just lose that. I don't know. Huh. Seems like it's going to be an interesting battle. And we'll know more when he returns his turn, or maybe we can catch him while he's trying to think about it too, so we can look at the allies to see what their setup is. But to me, this definitely seems like infantry fight, artillery fight, not that many tanks fighting. Not until you get over here, and then you could have a big old tank battle. Maybe that could be the whole plan. If you just went heavy tanks, you just plan to fight it all out here, and that would be a good plan. Actually, with my forces, I can push all the way up to here pretty easily. But I might have some difficulty in the final push, right? Because I've got one tiger pushing through here, but then it could be vulnerable out here depending on what he's got, right? Maybe I need to think about getting a second tank, even a baby tank, to help here. But that's late game, right? I don't know. Huh. And then the tiger from here is going to push through here. And then does he help cross the bridge here? Or does the tiger continue along here to make progress that way? Or maybe there should be a third tiger so that when both the tigers meet here, one goes up this way, one of the tigers goes that way. I don't know. But I don't think I got enough slots to make room for another tiger. Tigers are heavy. There's 7 slots. Huh. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But this looks pretty good for initial thoughts. And we'll take some initial thoughts on the allies later, I guess. Well, see y'all later. I'm just gonna exit it out. And we'll come back to this at a later date. Oh, he is here. Oh, we can look at it right now. Let's look at it right now. So we can look at the allied side. Ooh, sweet. So we can really think here. Ooh, what do the allies got? Alright, this is what the allies got. Oh, I can't unselect. So I don't. Yeah. Um. He's in Australia. So he's Australia. I wonder what time it is over there. I think it's like it's 11:30 in the morning. Wow. 7:30 p.m. So when I'm playing at night, he's playing in the morning. It's like about 8 hours, right? Yeah. That's cool. We got 8 hours difference. Um. So we can't undeploy, but I guess maybe from previous experience, wherever we see something, we can deploy something and maybe not elsewhere. So, what is today? Today's Wednesday. Saturday would be a good day to do it. So that is probably Sunday for me, which would be okay. Sunday, okay. Yeah, I guess that's right. So Sunday is Monday morning for you. Okay. So this is good. Then okay, so never mind because he lives in Australia, Reese. Okay. Yeah, that is great. Saturday night. What time? Well, if it's 7:30 right now, and earlier may be better. Okay. Yeah, 5 p.m. sounds great. Okay, sweet. So we'll set that up for 5 p.m. and we'll do it live, and maybe we'll get lots, cool people to watch. That'd be cool. um, Sweet. Um, Great, look forward to which game do you want to kick off with? Uh, one and then session other. Okay. Cool, cool. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. That's really cool. Okay. So let's actually look at the map for a bit. Now that we got that all squared away. 5 p.m. Saturday. Um, Now looking at our, so it doesn't look like we can, yeah, it doesn't look like there's that much we can hold these initial points with, right? There's only like three units here, fourth unit back here. Huh. Did he switch things out, or is that how that started? I don't think that's how that started. I don't remember. Should be up in an hour, so you do the same so I can get a look at what the allies start with. Okay. Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, this is really great. We're getting some really great communication and we're setting up some really great schedule here. So this is going to be great. I have a good feeling about this match. It's going to be a fun match and he seems pretty cool. Um, okay, but now I want to think about the allies. So I don't think holding here is going to be a good idea at all. So you can deploy a lot of stuff here at Thala. And you can deploy... You can't deploy that much at Kasserine. Wow, and you can't deploy hardly anything here. So that feels like that's gonna fall hard and quick. We might not even need that rocket artillery. Save ourselves a couple of points. I don't know. Is M4, what do they got? Oh, you can't even look at the purchase unit screen. So you can't even see what the allies can get for this time. But I don't think, you know what I think? Oh, this is bad. You know what I think? You know why this is really wrong? Now that I'm just thinking about it. You know what? Oh wait, you can play British too. Thank God. The British are part of this. Whew, I was about to say, I'm like, I think you can play both. Yeah, good. You can play British and Allies, and you can probably put your British and Allies troops wherever you want. But I was thinking, oh my God, there's probably not. I don't think the Allies get counter battery artillery at this time, at this year, which would be pretty devastating. But so we'll just rely on the British to give us our counter battery artillery, which is fine. And these are all core units, right? We don't have any auxiliary units either. So last round they had lots of auxiliary units. This round, nope, we don't want to do auxiliary units. I like the auxiliary units. That was cool. I don't know why they took it away. Um, huh. And you can only have what, one unit here? Ah, so you can't even deploy something here, can you? Huh. If you can't, so this might be a quicker push through too. Then if you can't deploy anything here that much, like that's way back here, we might. So the deployment here probably needs a change. Since you can only deploy stuff way back here, so you should just be trying to push up all the way here and dropping artillery. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So I mean, like, so you can with Germany you can get to this bridge real easy, which puts even more emphasis why you're not going to defend anything over here. I don't even think it's worth putting bare bones infantry. Gee. I guess you could see how there's a tank? I guess you could put a tank here and a tank here just to try to hold them up for a second. But I do definitely like the idea of holding near Siba and near these mountain, this path and this whole, yeah, just I like that. And then yeah, you can have that sound. And then everything here can push up to Kasserine Pass pretty quick. And this stuff you could just have it fall back. So I don't think you can put that much here. So like what? I can put like three. I can put like 3 infantry in this little place. Maybe even this infantry too. You're not gonna be able to drag troops from here either, cause. Hmm. So they got from what you already see, they have 3,145 slots. I don't remember how many slots we were at on the German side. I feel like it was somewhat similar. Hmm. I think that's what we'll do though. Yeah, we'll definitely try to hold near Sabiba and Thala. Hold this area here. We'll let them have that. I don't think it's worth even trying to defend. And then we'll try to hold here. Have these guys all bring up and hold here. And we'll try, cause we can drop. How many? We got 2 trains. We can drop somebody from this town. We can drop somebody from Thessa into these 2 places on the first turn and run them here. And then so there could be 3 infantry here, 4 infantry, 6 infantry. We could get 6 infantry in here. All right. Um. Maybe that's what I'm worried about, right? Ooh. What did he do? Oh, he's selling stuff or buying stuff. I would say. Huh. What's up, Naruto? What? What do you want? More. I think that's what we'll do, right? And we'll just keep trying to drop troops that way. It feels right. It feels, I mean, because what else are you gonna do with these troops, right? Because this seems pretty well thought out. Like this seems like yeah, we can drop troops from Thala. We can definitely put a nice defensive line through these mountains and continue you know, the mountain train through here. We can definitely put troops here too, and probably, and then here, right? And then the question is, from here, how do we want to defend? I'm pretty sure we just want to put some troops in these mountains, and then some here, and then we have just like a very small little stopgap. But if we don't do that, because I feel like this is going to be somewhat vulnerable, and he could push troops through here. Because here's the other thing, right? He has mountain troops. Ooh, we do not. Allies do not have mountain troops. Fuck. That's the hard realization I'm coming to. Allies do not have mountain troops. So that's a big realization, right? So that we can't really fight. We can fight in the mountains, and we can trade in the mountains, but it's going to be painful, right? But I don't know. Hmm. Still better. Is it still better to fight in the mountains against mountain troops? Or is it better to fight in close terrain or clear terrain? Cause I still like that idea then. You know, if you even if you don't hold in the mountains, right? You can hold with some good tanks and stuff here and make this really a tank fight here as the allies and make that your whole idea that you're gonna tank fight them. Probably with the fucking Churchills. Just Churchill, what is this? 13, 18, 24? Uh, 18, 18, 18. So yeah, they got the same heart attack, but way better, way better, close terrain, or better defense, or yeah. So reevaluating a little bit. I definitely feel like it should be easy for Germany to push. Probably all the way up to here. And this is where as I said, like this is where the fight's gonna happen. That's what I'm thinking. We might need more tanks and less infantry. Because when we have to fight here, I don't think he's gonna try to hold here. I mean, you can, and I might. Up here, So I think the German armor is superior. The Tigers. And even the Panzer IV is pretty good. But Churchills are a good stopping stone. I still don't. I'm trying to think. I'm like, I still don't think you want to. You can't hold here. But and I don't think you want to try to push up here. But maybe you could. Maybe you could try to push up and hold this river here. Nah, I don't think so. Maybe. I kind of definitely am gonna probably bring a BF-110 because it feels like there's a lot of obvious targets for it. If he and I don't think you can put enough AA coverage. So anything that he puts around here, and I feel like you could probably hit with a tactical bomber. So I might switch out both of my planes for 110s just to get some nice hits on whatever he puts here. Huh. Which again, you don't really want to put stuff here. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to put stuff here because it's going to be vulnerable to air attack and getting pushed before it gets support. I think you just hold at Siba. And then hold here. And then maybe go a strong, stronger tank force. Get a couple of engineers here, but maybe go strong Churchill tank force. How do you get it over there though? Well, you truck it. You troop transport it over there. And you're gonna need some AA, but hmm. Oh, I'm sorry, Naruto. Hi. Meow. Meow. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, good boy. Wow. What do you think, Naruto? Do you think we should go tanks? Or do you think we should go infantry? Because that's I feel like that's what it is, right? That's the. Probably not that many tanks, though, because tanks. What are they? How much do they cost? 5 slots, 4 slots, 5 slots. I mean, it's nice that the Churchill costs 5 slots and the Tiger costs 7 slots. Engineers cost 5 slots, though. So do tanks. Hmm. I wonder. Hmm. Maybe this will be more. It kind of depends. I think you definitely want a Churchill, at least one Churchill, maybe two Churchills down here, and you definitely need a Churchill here. Hmm. But it needs to be fluid to what he does too. Huh. I'm really not sure. I, s- I don't, I think for sure that's what's gonna happen. Hold near Sibo, infantry, primarily. It's gonna suck if he's got mountain troops, but it has to be done. Probably a Churchill up here, supported with some AT. And then down here, it's gonna be same. I think. I think so. I think you at least a couple of troops over here. Maybe just three, maybe four. Just to be like, you know what? No, we're not gonna let you just put. You're gonna have to crunch this through this first, and you crunch that, and then you can probably break here. Yeah. I was trying to think, like maybe like a line like this, a line like this. We're gonna have to make sure that, because I feel like this is gonna get broken, and we're gonna have to make sure that it's not terrible when it does break. And if we're really like maybe we even do it like something sneaky. 'Cause like if we have some troops here and he pushes through here and then he's got some troops here and then we push up and we have like a couple troop here and a couple troop here, suddenly whatever pushes through here gets encircled. And then if you've got enough artillery from here, you could smash it. Maybe even surrender it. Hmm. I think that's gonna have to be the plan though. Cause I mean, like, what is the other plan other than that? You wanna hold back even further? You wanna give him Kasserine pass? Could. You could like hold like this and be like, no, you can have Kasserine. We're actually gonna hold right behind it, and we're gonna hold this. this giant line here. But that doesn't seem right. Seems too back. I think that's probably what we'll do. Just a nice strong defensive line. Hmm. I think that's probably what we'll do or try to do, but I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly how. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. I think I've been thinking about Panzer Corps too long, and I need to go do something else. I wonder what kind of nasty things he'll be in store for me. Because clearly there's a lot of forces here, and you can you could try to make a fight near for it's a bit of for sure if you want as allies. I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe it maybe it is a good idea. Maybe you make the line like this. You know, you say, you know what, line is forming like this. Yeah. I think you could. I think you could try to hold this town and make the fight here more. But eh, I don't know if worth. So then you hold back here, which seems a lot smarter on the river. And then yeah, you're gonna try to hold here, hold along here. And then it's gonna come along, yeah, that's what it's gonna turn into. And it's gonna turn into this open giant clearing, breaking through here into a giant clearing. That's what it's gonna turn into. Okay. There's not that much on the defense, right? Here, so Yeah, this is gonna be a tough fight. For sure. Feel like the Germans have the advantage, but maybe they don't. Yeah, these are all 2 strength, and you buy them at 2. Or 2-star, I should say. What is that, Nebula? What is this? Hmm. Nebula over 4. Tacking into this. I mean, you're gonna want. Maybe you're gonna want a little bit. I guess that's really the thing is like how much armor are you gonna need, and how much infantry are you really gonna need? Hmm. That's the whole game, right? And where to defend and why. But this definitely is gonna be a fun map. And it's gonna be an interesting map. Hmm. Alright, well, my brain can't process anymore. Panzer Corps. So, I think I'm gonna call it for now. And we'll definitely be coming back to this on Saturday. And then we're gonna submit our deployments before then too. So we've got to think about that. But we'll actually play it live on Saturday. Saturday night or Saturday 5 p.m. That'll be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that a lot. Alright, well, this time for real, but see y'all later. I'm gonna just get out of this. Alright. Oh, hey look, Umpatron is taking his turn in the Barbarossa. Maybe we'll play that too. That'll be cool. Okay. Later.